As a lead convener of the Philippine Blockchain Week and on your second year, again, let's talk about what do you want to achieve by having this event?
We've seen a lot of negative news about blockchain and Web3. Then we realized that after a very successful event last year, we realized that blockchain doesn't have a very good name. In fact, what we saw was that whenever we start talking to potential speakers, sponsors who we feel would be able to contribute to our conference, they would say, oh, it's blockchain. We don't want to attach our brand name to that yet. No? So then that's when we realized, no, they don't understand blockchain. It's a technology, it's agnostic. It's the people who actually, either make the most of it or the worst of it. So what we feel was that because of that, we realized that creating the BBW2 is all about getting all the stakeholders to be involved in driving it forward. We cannot be, for example, just as a blockchain council or as a private group to push this forward. So we sought the help of the government agencies like the ICT, DTI, among many others, SEC, who really are here to help us drive this movement forward. We believe that blockchain is something, there's no way to progress except there. That's Web 1, Web 2, Web 3. That's a natural progression of technology. So we believe that if the faster we are as a society adopts it, the more competitive we will be as a country.
In terms of Web 2 companies, I know we talked about this last year during our interview, and you said that you wanted Web 2 companies to sort of open their mind and to Web 3. Right. So, what have you seen so far within the last year? Has it improved? Are people more open to the technology itself, adopting it for, let's say, enterprises and government services?
Yeah. Because the space is not that friendly in a way, because you don't understand, but you have to jump right in. What we want is to create a space where all the stakeholders are there working together. When they go into that space, they realize, oh, everyone is there. Everyone is also, they have your back. You have the regulators at their back. You have the private groups also who had some level of funding. You have those who have been swimming there for some time, who have been there already.
Yes, collaboration is key, right?
And which is the very essence of Web3. It's decentralized and it's for a collective rather than a central group running it.
Also last year, pretty much the same time as the Philippine Blockchain Week, you formed and you are the founder of the Philippine Blockchain Association. Tell us what kind of initiatives you have as of the moment and moving forward.
Well, the Blockchain Council of the Philippines, it's fairly new. We only started it formally this year, January. And so there's a 15 founding board of directors. In fact, next month, as we speak, we will now be gathering everyone who's into the blockchain technology. As an individual or as a company, you can now join us. What we see is that, number one, we want to help drive innovation in companies. We have to help drive innovation and adoption by our government, at the same time be also one of the proponents of adopting blockchain. So it's really, again, telling people that the Blockchain Council is also at your back. We are also here to make it a safer place. Again, we're not a policing body, but if we see something's wrong, we will tell the right authorities or the right people, hey, maybe just check it out. Right? And hopefully we create, again, a safer space so that when you go in, you know that there's also a group that also has your back.
And lastly, what to expect in the upcoming Philippine Blockchain Week?
Well, the Blockchain Week 2 is going to be very, very different. We felt before we had a lot of speakers there. I think right now we really made it very inclusive. For example, not only are we bringing in, again, the high caliber speakers, we partnered with the FinTech Alliance and the Analytics and AI Association. So we have an AI track, which is, again, very popular. We have the FinTech, so those who are in that industry can gain new insights, regulations, what are the new rules that have been set not only here but abroad. We have a hackathon, so DICT, again, is doing their hackathon. They also are conducting a 101 for students, Blockchain 101. And then, of course, we have an esports expo. We are inviting Michael Cinco, who's, again, our global ambassador for fashion. As we all know, the blockchain will affect everyone. So we saw that these are the low-hanging fruits that we feel when they come in and they join us, they will really feel a different vibe, a different atmosphere. It's a space that they do not understand, and that's okay. Right? Because we have people, the communities, the regulators, the trade people who are here to help support them and make them grow.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm here with Chezka Gonzales, the founder of the Philippine Blockchain Week. Tell us about your experience so far and what should we expect this year?
We have partnered with DTI, DICT in terms of the creatives and the hackathons and the blockchain 101s. So basically, the government's side is already secured. We're done with that. Also, we partnered with Michael Cinco. So we got Michael Cinco as we will be having a metaverse fashion gala. And the NFTs, so this is the exciting part. The NFTs, so he drew this illustrations, right?
Well, for those who don't know who Michael Cinco is, he's a very famous fashion designer, Filipino fashion designer based in Dubai.
Yes.
And he designed the iconic Pia Wurtzbach Miss Universe gown, and as well as so many
other celebrities and even royalties in Dubai. So basically, what we did, we will have a metaverse fashion gala, and at the same time, we will actually launch an NFT of Michael Cinco, but it's more on the phygital side. So he's gonna sell the gowns, the iconic Pia Wurtzbach gown actually, that Pia literally were the Miss Universe, with a digital counterpart. So that's one. So also like Lady Gaga, Beyonce's dresses. So just imagine having and owning a piece of that dress that they already worn.
So these will be physically displayed and sold at the Philippine Blockchain Week, and together with an NFT.
Yes. So it's a phygital, so physical and digital counterpart.
Got it.
So that's another one, and we will also partner and focus on more on gaming this year. So the whole basement of Philippine Blockchain Week, we will be partnering with Tier 1 Entertainment and other gaming companies to actually bring more cosplayers, gamers, and streamers, so that people will actually understand, because this is actually the easiest route for people to understand what blockchain is, right? So I think having all these gamers and the games will actually excite Filipinos more that doesn't even know that blockchain existed or exists, right? So that's another one. And one more that is very exciting for me is actually having all the companies from other countries like Japan. We have alliances from Japan, Korea, and not just like normal companies. We're partnered with the alliances of the big agencies in Korea to bring them to the Philippines. So basically, just imagine, and me going to Dubai, and Janelle, my other co-convener, going to the US, we really aim to bring more international companies to the Philippines and more businesses and opportunities for all of us Filipinos. So I'm really excited for you guys to have, enjoy and experience and learn more about blockchain, but not just about blockchain, but literally a once-in-a-lifetime experience in general, because we'll be bringing more international speakers and more international companies to the Philippines.
Great. Well, looking forward to it.
Thank you so much. And I'm excited to bring Philippine Blockchain Week 2 to all of you.
I'm here with Tiongson. She'll be one of the speakers at the Philippine Blockchain Week. And we were speaking earlier, Ida, and you did mention that one of the topics that you do want to bring up has something to do with the ideology of no to crypto and yes to blockchain technology. Can you tell us more about this?
Yes, certainly. The essence, there's a lot of things happening in the crypto space, right? You have the US, you have the other regulators in the world putting down Binance, Coinbase, and again, in the crypto space, it is believed that 95% of the cryptocurrencies are in fact anomalous. But of course, there's 5% that are good. But having said that, we want to take it up as a controversial topic in the no to crypto and yes to blockchain. This is a topic that was brought up by the Monetary Authority of Singapore, Ravi Menon, and he mentioned about it's not wise to invest in something you are not aware of. So people are like not dividing the blockchain technology to the cryptocurrency, and this is where we want to take this up as one of the major topics during the Philippine Blockchain Week.
Great. And you also did mention earlier that you did watch online the recently concluded London Blockchain Conference that was held in QE2 in London. Tell us about your experience or your takeaways from watching some parts of the conference.
Yeah, certainly. There are two that are my major takeaways. One is the digital asset offering, but the major one is the central bank digital currency. In fact, one of the topic, it had world central bankers embracing blockchain. Why is that? Why is it embracing blockchain? Because the central bank digital currency that is being looked at, the technology behind that is actually powered by Ethereum. So here you are saying no to crypto, yet you are not using the word crypto, you're using the word digital asset or digital currency. While it appears one and the same, the latter, which is the CBDC, is what is known as a stable coin. So you may not even be aware, for argument's sake, Philippine pesos is already under PHX or CBDC, central bank digital currency. You may not be aware that if you're actually transacting digitally, it's already under the blockchain technology. And why do I say that it's important to discuss? Because it's already getting traction. Why? It can help reduce fraud. It can help trace, especially anti-money laundering. It can help do the traceability and authenticity, because these are the characteristics of the blockchain: accountability, transparency, which is material when you're doing a central bank digital currency.
Perfect. And earlier too, at the press conference, you did mention the regulation of digital currencies in the Philippines. Can you give us an update on that?
Okay, well, the CBDC is actually the central bank digital currency, is under sandbox with the Banco Central together with Union Bank. The other regulation that is more under the wing of the Securities and Exchange Commission is the digital asset offering. And basically, the digital asset offering is similar to Philippine Stock Exchange, where investors can purchase ownership in corporations, but not passing through the tedious regulatory normal requirements of any stock exchange. Here, we're hoping that with the imposition, or should I say the implementation of the digital asset offering, we're hoping that Philippines will get more foreign direct investments to the country via digital asset offering. So the thing about our finance sector, the SEC, the BSP, even the Insurance Commission, people are our regulators are embracing technology, and in fact, there's a high appreciation as far as blockchain technology is concerned.
Great. So how far are we at, or how close are we at in terms of regulating this new financial system that we're looking at?
I'm hoping it's been implemented yesterday, last year, 2 years ago. You can't tell, because whenever there's any negative news under the crypto world, it's being connected to blockchain. And this is where I think it's fantastic that the Philippine Blockchain Week is doing all this education campaign, so people can actually segregate the good, the bad, and the ugly as far as the crypto space or the digital space is concerned.
Ida, let's talk about some of the government initiatives and projects that are happening now that you know about, that is working with blockchain technology, perhaps experimenting and trying to really use this technology for better, efficient streamlining servicing.
Yep. Actually, there's many. In the government, like the BSP, the SEC, the DTI, the digital certificates are getting traction. So basically what it is, you would know that this certificate is authentic because it has the seal. It's a digital certificate with a blockchain technology behind it, and that means it's transparent, there's accountability to it, and there's integrity to it. So that's one. The other one that's also being looked at is converting our title to digital assets. Under the blockchain, you would know exactly the authenticity because it's a chain of information which you cannot disturb. One of the problems in the Philippines when it comes to registry of deeds, there are titles that are fake. And by the way, if I may say so, in schools as well, there are diplomas that are fake. And this is where digital certificates would work. and that's being looked at. I would even say it's going to become mainstream in about a year or two. 5 years is even too long.
Great. Well, thank you so much for all your insights and all that wonderful, useful information.
Thank you. Thank you so much as well.
Bitcoin mining, Bitcoin wallet, blockchain, stablecoins, MetaNet, the evolution of money. Everybody is talking about Bitcoin today, but what exactly is it? Learn the basics from experts. Learn what Bitcoin is, how it works, and why it matters. Blockchain 101, your ultimate guide to the fundamentals of blockchain.